久しぶりだな麦わら。
ハンバーガーがドリンクポテト付きで出てきた。本物。ホロホロじゃねえよな。うめえ気に入ってもらえてよかった。
Hey, what's up guys? I wanted to quickly jump in here because you will see a slight misplay on my part. We're going to end up blocking with Hawkins and then countering out to save the Hawkins, but we only give a 2k here because for some reason I thought it was an 8k swing, but it was actually 10k. So looking at my hand, we could have definitely afforded to counter up another 2k to bring Hawkins to 11, but I did want to acknowledge the misplay here and that we should be short one more card in hand, so just keep that in mind going forward. Hey guys, wanted to jump back in here, talk through a misplay on my part. So we use leader ability to rest Dragon, and that's going to be the misplay. We should have rested one of the blockers. We know he only has 4 cards in hand, and one of those is Jambe, so he only really has 3 counterable cards in hand, and we know that we have 5k counter in hand. Assuming that we should be short another 2k from the earlier counter that we were talking about, we really should have only had 3k counter. But even then, the only way we lose out on those swings is if he doesn't leave one up for Rad Beam. And if he doesn't leave one up for Rad Beam, we would block with a Rouge. But if he does leave one up for Rad Beam, we still have 6 attacks. He has 3 counterable cards, a life, and 1 blocker. But let's assume here that he did leave one up for Rad Beam, so we're able to counter out and keep all of our cards. It's just we're poke 7s as much as possible to be able to get the cards out of his hand. We know he has 3 counterable cards. Cavendish eats up 1 for 1 Dawn invested. Hawkins eats up 1 for no Dawn invested. Leader eats up the last card for 2 Dawn invested, so we've invested 3 Dawn, and we've been able to eat up all of the counterable cards in his hand, so we would be able to swing 7 with a Rouge. He's forced to block or take, and then we're able to shove with the remaining 5 Dawn at that point. where we would be able to swing 11-12 with Kid and Dofi, and that would be guaranteed lethal. But let's also go through the math. Assuming that he did invest the Don where we had to block with a Rouge, that would mean that he doesn't have one up for Rad Beam, so we would be able to eat up the 3 counterable cards with 1 Don invested on Kid, swinging 9, eats up 2 cards. Hawkins eats up 1 with the 7, so that way he has no counterable cards and we still have 3 swings. So all 3 would need to land, but him having no cards, we would be able to swing 7 with Cavendish. He's forced to take or block. And assume he would take there, we would be forced to split Don between the leader and Dofi and go 11-12. He wouldn't have enough counter in hand to be able to counter out of either swing. So 1's a block and then 1 is lethal. So having gone through all that, had we had rested a blocker there, we would have had lethal either way, even if we were short the 2K that we misplayed earlier on the Hawkins counter from the Nami swing. But that's why I like making this content for you guys. I'm able to review the games and see where my misplays are. But hope you guys enjoyed.